is what you might call an ideal client as well. Honestly, we have a tribe full of them. It's amazing. So, hi, Rebecca.
Hi everybody. How's it going? Let me change my view. I don't want to look at myself that much. That's too much. Hi, how are y'all? Can I just get a wave to make sure that you're still with me? Yay, good. Hi. Mark and G, thanks for having me on. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm really so grateful to be able to be here to share my story with you, because in October I was you. And I'm going to say that I'm going to tell you the not glamorous story of my journey as an entrepreneur. Now, I had a Zumba business years ago that kind of it was great. It was great. I never really had financial success to the level that I wanted. And I left that business knowing that I wanted something new and different for myself. 1 second. And the thing that I discovered about myself was that I was a psychic medium, because that's the natural progression from Zumba instructors. That's not exactly it. But I discovered I was a psychic medium in 2019, and I didn't know how the heck to run a business that way, right? But I had worked with business coaches back in 2013, and I paid a lot of money to the tune of $25,000, 23. So it was too much, and it was not helpful. And I don't know if any of you have been in that kind of experience before, but where you hire coaches and they're not super great. But I have had that experience. So I made a deal with myself that as I was trying to get my feet underneath me with this new business, these new gifts, all these new things, right? Being a healer in the world, I was like, I'm not going to work with coaches unless they're a hell yes, unless I am completely in alignment, right? And so when Mark and G came across my Instagram feed, I was like, oh, I think I should sign up for this. So I signed up for the workshop, and I believe it was it might have been on day 1 or day 2 that I was like, these are my people. These are my people. Full stop. Those of you who are intuitive, you know this feeling. I assume that many of you are intuitive, but you just know when something's like a hell yes, or it's like, I don't know, right? So when I listened to what they had to offer on day 3, I was like, okay, I need to do this. This is I don't need a call. I didn't need to talk to anybody. Mark was like, do you want to talk? I was like, nope, I just know. Now here's the details behind the scenes. I had no money, no money. I had $200 in my account maybe, and I'm not exaggerating. It was a time, right? I was like, I don't want to do a payment plan. That stresses me out. So I went to my boyfriend and said, can I use one of your credit cards, right? We had been together for 1 year, and I'm like, I need you to trust me on this. These people are legit. He's like, who are they? How much is this? What is going on? So I used his credit card so that I could make my own payments in my own time and space, so I wouldn't be stressed about it. Put it on a card and was like, all right, I'm freaking all in. I got one of the calls with Mark and G, and I remember telling them on that call, I am going to be your success story, or one of your success stories. That was in, I signed up in late October. That was in November, right? Now, I said that in November, and then I proceeded to fall apart, right? I was a hot mess. I was crying on group calls. Many of you know your niche. I did not know my niche. I did not know how the heck I was going to make any money. G and Mark, God bless them, are so kind and loving and supportive. And that is not what I've gotten from other coaches in many respects. And they just stuck with me. I ended up going to work at FedEx. As I'm 44, I was lifting heavy freaking boxes from 1 p.m. until 11 p.m. Then I would go to bed, wake up, work on my business, and then do it again because I just needed the money. It's dumb, right? It was a dumb time, but it was what I needed to do. You have to be bigger than your problems as an entrepreneur. I'll tell you just today, my Zoom was not working, right? My Zoom was not working. I was scrambling to just get on this call. I have a full day of calls today, but we'll get to that. And I had ended up having to do these things. So if you're this kind of person that's yeah, I'll freaking work at FedEx. I'll scramble to figure something out tech-wise. I will work and figure out my niche, right? You're a good fit for this program. So I digress. it was only until like, oh gosh, gee, I don't know, maybe March that I figured out my niche. I finally figured it out. I finally figured out my irresistible offer, right? I finally figured out who I serve. I work with brilliant, high achieving women who have tried everything to work on their shit and it's not working, right? That's also me. Just a little clue sometimes to who your ideal client is. And I started working with people, and I was just checking my numbers on Stripe. And from April 1st until now, I've made $14,400. I'll just do that for myself because I can't freaking believe it, to be perfectly honest, y'all. Like, it's been a thrilling, hard ride, but you can do it, but you have to work. Mark and G and the tribe, shout out to Ramel. I think Whitney's also on the call. Like, my fellow tribe members are amazing. I have been in other business groups where I felt like I was on the outside and it sucked, right? Like it just sucked. But to have people who have become my friends and people all over the country, it's just, I mean, just that alone is amazing. We've already talked about the personal growth. I've developed these great coaching relationships with Mark and G that are just, I didn't have that with my former coaches. So it's been a really great experience. Great isn't even quite the right word. It's been life-changing. So, yeah, that's all. I just wanted to tell my story, tell you that you can do this, tell you that you have to work your ass off. I want to just underline that. You have to work your ass off on your inner stuff, on your outer stuff, but you can do it. The tribe is here. The systems work. The coaches help. That's all.